Timbaland is ruining everything.
A shooter, he gon' duck immigration now. Bitch, I'm back now. Check my stats now. All these clips on me, I might black out.
What up, words? Boy Charles Brown back again, talking facts. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit notification bell. Keep sending those Cashaps to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, Timbaland with this AI artist is becoming a problem, and I don't know if he's this out of touch or if he ever was in touch, but this is absolutely insane that Timbaland is going forward after all this drama, after the Suno beat debacle and the lawsuit and the situation of him online, clearly getting caught using a beat that another artist created, and the AI driven software Suno took that beat, left the producer's tag in the beat and gave it to Timbaland, and Timbaland played it, and he looked absolutely insane, had to apologize to the guy. Timbaland is still going forward. For one, there's a lot of money involved, and a lot of my elder statesmen really are out here for the money at this point. They got a lot of bills to pay, a lot of freak offs they want to throw. So there's a lot going on. I don't know about Timbaland throwing freak offs, this, that, and the third. That's not what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is Timbaland is out here making a big bag to push AI forward. And I think he's making big mistakes. But this video with this TaTa chick, I thought it was even worse because, for one, I thought TaTa was a singer. I didn't know she was going to be rapping, right? It was going to be rap. TaTa is an AI artist that Timbaland created. And it's been a big controversy because Timbaland is one of our most legendary producers in this business. And he decided to jump out the window and create an AI artist that uses, it gathers information from real people, from real music that is submitted by real artists. It'll take those and compile that, and then it makes its music that way. But that is technically, some people want to say that's learning, but that's stealing, because you can't take other people's stuff and just build from it and use pieces of it and make your own thing and then resell it as if you created something new. That's what the AI Sunos and things of that nature that Timbaland is using. Not to mention I believe TaTa, and I got an article here I'm not going to read, I believe she's based on a human female. Her voice that Timbaland actually signed, now he's using her voice for this character, which she said, you don't have to use the AI girl. I would have sung all this stuff for you. But Timbaland knows what we say in America is not going to matter. This is going to be huge overseas. This is going to be massive over in foreign countries, especially in I want to say Asia. This it's not going to matter. That's why Timbaland is in the video. Timbaland's trying to reinvent himself for a whole nother culture. He really doesn't care what we think, gang, because we've already told him in no uncertain terms we're not jacking it whatsoever. Timbaland could care less. He's already been mad, obnoxious, and defensive of this. He doesn't want to back down because there's a lot of money on the line. And he knows he's not going to make a dollar here in America, where he is going to make. Some people don't care. Some people don't care about artists. You can tell how people talk about old school rappers shouldn't rap and this, that, and the third. Some people don't care about artists. They don't care what artists are going through. So when you tell a person that the AI artist is going to be making it harder for artists that are actually real humans, some people could care less because they aren't artists. So it means nothing to them. They go to work and get a check from other means. So you losing your check to the AI girl doesn't mean nothing to them. But he knows that he's gonna come into a real market for this, and this girl is going to do wonders, man. I listened to the first song. They posted it. He all in the video. The artist is talking, and almost, I want to say 80% of the things that TaTa is rapping about, she has no knowledge of this. She can't perform these things. The things that she's saying, like getting money, this, that, and the third, she don't know what the concept of none of this stuff. And she's trying to sound like she relates to young women's issues, this, that, and the third, or like stuff that people are going through, teenagers, this and that, trying to sound young and fresh and with it, right? Like they say, or whatever. But you realize that this is an AI piece of work. This AI machine has no concept of these human things that they're trying to come off as. So it's very disingenuous, and Timbaland is making a mistake. Let me read this article. Timbaland is blasted for appearing in AI artist music video. Timbaland launched the artificial intelligence artist TaTa Taktumi. I'm going to go with Taktumi. Back in June, along with the new company Stage Zero. Timbaland is coming under fire on social media for appearing in a music video for his artificial intelligence generated artist. On the new song, she raps, quote, this is what she raps. This is what an AI artist is trying to get us to buy into. She's saying what she thinks we want to hear. Quote, I put ice on my shooter. He gonna duck immigration. Bitch, I'm back now. Check my stats now. What is a shooter to an AI manufactured artist? What is a shooter? What is immigration? What is, bitch, I'm back now. Where were you? Check my stats now. What is going on over there? This artist has no, Timbaland approves this, gang. Let's just be honest. Timbaland thinks that an AI artist should be talking about shooters. There's so many things this artist could be saying, unrelated to any violence, anything with immigration, unrelated to curse words. You're looking for a younger audience. This is not for an older artist, older audience. Let's just be honest. So you're making it for a younger audience and you're talking about shooters and ice. Putting ice on my shooter. Right? They're trying to make a play on words. He's going to duck immigration. Talking about ice and immigration. Like, what are you doing, Timbo? Come on, gang. Come on. Let me continue. Timbaland originally launched the artist back in June. Speaking about Talk To Me and his new company, Stage Zero, with Variety last month, Timbaland described her as an IP. TaTa is going to shock the world, man. I don't want to give away too much, but it ain't what people think. I'm making a franchise. It's IP, intellectual property, that, in case you don't know. And the new label, Stage Zero, is really like Walt Disney and music. I'm blurring the lines. TaTa is a very unique thing. The video is 85% human made. I'm only using AI maybe 15% or less, which is even worse because for one, you're selling it as AI. You're touting it as AI, as if AI is doing this. It's really humans behind it, hiding their shit behind an AI product. Which I don't know what's even worse, but I'm gonna say that's worse. If you're saying AI is talking, AI is making this stuff up, this is all the AI technology, then you're telling me 85% of this, so you could have just put a real fucking human out there. Let's make this make sense. 85% of this is human made. You got the Jabberwockies. Salute to the Jabberwockies dancing, doing their thing in the video. But you got the Jabberwockies in there. You're trying to make this all feel more human. All of you guys are dancing around this art. First of all, it's amazing to be able to put humans and an AI artist in a video that look like they're all synergized and they're all together, right? That looks amazing if you're into that. But at the end of the day, who's going to be into this except young people? So you're making this for young people, but you're making it like the AI is so cool. This, not the AI wrote this, that. Right now, you're telling me 85% of old-ass people are writing for this young-ass AI product. So right there's a problem. You're talking about shooters and immigration and ICE. It's nonsense. Timbo, you're this old man that's out of touch. You're really out of touch, gang. You're way behind on this. You're way out of this. Like, if kids were making this for kids, then that'll make some sense. I'm just going to go on a limb. I don't know Timbaland's age, but I'm assuming he's in his 50s. So you're targeting kids with this. This is like making really colorful cigarettes, gang. I'm just going to be honest. So in my opinion, I feel like this is misleading and damaging. I'm just going to be honest. But let me continue. When Backlash Press shared a clip of the new music video on X, fans went off on Timbaland. Quote, using AI is crazy. Using AI to create non-black artists to embody black culture just so you can exploit it without guilt is effing insane. Another X wrote, quote, Timbaland destroying his own legacy wasn't in my 2025 cards. He is destroying his own legacy. He is, in fact, ruining everything. He's ruining everything. He's going to make us look at him sideways for a lot of things that's unrelated to this AI. We're going to be like, we're damn, really, did he really make $1 in a million for a lead? Like, is this the same guy? Is this the guy that made Rodeo and all these amazing songs that we love from back in the day? Like, did he steal somebody else's stuff back then? There's a lot of questions coming on right now, gang. I'm just going to be honest. So we got to, for one, talk about that. We got to keep that in mind. But let me continue. Timbaland has been facing backlash online for his stance on artificial intelligence in the arts since announcing Stage Zero. Further speaking with Variety, he defended his use of the technology. I don't generate music like that because you still need the human element. So I just use it to add other elements to my music. I still have to think about it and build it and then use the tool to add on. We know you still have to think about it, but you're using it as a crutch to start the shit. Now I get it. I've said this before, they have AI generated soul music. They have AI generated R&B loops that you can just loop. I'm still in the bubble about that. I'm going to be honest. If people use that, that's fine. That is nothing wrong with, like, if they make a 15-pack soul loops, right? It's just soul loops. Then I don't know how we can have a problem with that. I understand, like, okay, do your thing. If you're going to use the soul loops, I don't have no problem with that. Because you're gonna go in, you're gonna use a drum kit, you're gonna create the beat around it just like we do with any other sample. So that I can't say that that's a problem. But the problem is when the kid can go generate, say, make me a soul beat, like Prodigy of like Havoc of Mobb Deep. Then they just sit back and get a computer 35, 45 seconds. Then they got a whole soul beat. I got a problem with that. Because you're hands off. You don't know what you're doing. You've never produced in your life. Now you're just stealing from Prodigy sound. That's a different thing. That's two different things, and that's what we're fighting against. If you really have beat making skill, and you can go in there and you can hit them pads and actually make a real beat, get on Fruity Loops, whatever you're doing, make a real beat with the soul loop, that's one thing. But if you're going to tell the computer or tell the software, make me a beat, and it's going to go steal from 4,000 other people that made soul beats, that's where we got the problem. Let me continue. Timbaland continued. I think people did misunderstand that. Like, I don't use chat. But I know that if you don't ask it the right questions, if you don't know how to talk to it, you're not going to get the right answers. It's the same thing with music. If you don't know music and you don't know a quarter note, third note, or break a bridge, you're not going to get what you're looking for. And your taste is key. If you don't have great taste, you're going to get what they call AI slop. But if it's used by someone great, you're going to know the clear difference. You have to use AI as a collaborator, not as a creator. With Timbaland, that's not what everybody's going to do. And a lot of people don't believe that you're using it as a collaborator because they sat there and saw you pretend that a beat that was given to you by AI, you pretended that you made it. You didn't change nothing. You just started bobbing your head and you went live and you showed yourself with that beat. So that's not a collaborator. You straight up used the beat as AI gave it to you. And I'm just going to be honest. I went to them AI beat sites and you don't got to know quarter notes and this, that, and the third. Right? You could tell it what tempo you want. You could say, I want a mid-tempo, happy, mellow, whatever. You tell it what kind of mood you're looking for and what kind of style. You don't gotta know how to make beats, Timbo. I don't know why you're telling people that. You could prompt this thing and it's gonna come out and make beats. Any of these AI things, even when you make a picture, you just tell it what you want. It's gonna try to figure it out. You tell it again, it's gonna keep doing it till you get it right. So you don't need to know anything. Right? And again, I'm not against all forms of AI. I told you, I make pictures. I have to do shit with AI. There's nothing wrong with that. People on YouTube are using AI heavily for their thumbnails. So I'm not against all in all AI. That's not what this is about. What I'm against is a creator that's trying to make music is going to phase out real music creators by using AI. Right? It's just a simple fact of the matter. They're two different things. If I'm a YouTuber and I want to say, give me a thumbnail of Drake crying, Timbaland crying, and I use that, there's nothing wrong with that. Because for one, ain't many pictures of Drake crying. So you know what I'm saying? Ain't many pictures of Timbaland crying. So if you want to get your point across on your thumbnail using AI, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Because I'm not going to go sell the picture. It's just for my thumbnail. Right? It's for someone that's going to present their product, their YouTube product, to click on it. Yo, go watch my program. I'm not selling thumbnails. I'm selling the content of the YouTube. So if I'm going to create a picture with AI that's going to sell the content of what I'm trying to sell, that's two different things. I'm not physically going, listen, I make thumbnails and then I go make AI thumbnails and AI does it. That's two different things. I'm not misrepresenting, right? So what I'm saying is when people go in and they use Sunos and it's taken from other people's beats and other people's creations and other people's voices, that is a problem, Timbo. And you having this TaTa character trying to make her come off as genuine when you sitting there pupperizing it, you're putting your words and everything behind it, and you're using that woman, that female that said Timbaland has got all angles of my voice, and my voice is what TaTa is using. That's a problem. There is no TaTa at that point. TaTa is being 100% manipulated by people in their 50s to come off as if she's 17 and 18. That's a problem. There's someone out there working their ass off that can't get that exposure that you're going to give to a AI artist. They already got AI bands that are already raking in millions. When people that are really putting together, they're putting the time in, they're rehearsing, they're doing shows, they're making real songs, they can't get half that engagement. So that's where people are having a problem. You're giving engagement to an artificial property. So no, we're not excited about this for you, Timbaland. You had a great legacy and you're ruining it. You guys are ruining verses and a whole lot of things. You and Swiss Beats are doing some really suspect stuff, but more so Timbaland. Timbaland doesn't seem to care, and he's thinking that we're going to ride behind it. I hate this condescending thing that we don't get it. You're not Walt fucking Disney. This is not that. You're not creating a whole film from scratch. You're misrepresenting this artist as if she's tapped in. She's not tapped in. This thing doesn't know A from B. This thing doesn't know anything. You're plugging in everything and you're trying to make it cool by saying things that young black artists would say. This ain't even a young black artist. You didn't even get a black artist. You're using what appears to be Asian or Middle Eastern, something to that effect. And you're injecting it with black sensibilities and black lingo. So in every kind of sense of the word, you're messing this up bad. It ain't working. It ain't gonna jack. We're not gonna jack it, Timbo, and you're ruining the legacy that we thought you had. But we're seeing a lot of our elder statesmen ruin this, like the ones that's just trying to stay relevant at all costs. A lot of these guys are ruining what we thought they were back in the early 2000s, late 90s, and all that. Like, a lot of that's going out the window. You guys are just doing too much. On that note, I'm out of here, man. Timbaland, listen. I don't know how you can repair this, and I don't think he cares because he knows he's going to make a shitload of money off this. But we'll see if people keep stuff. Under the videos, people are killing. I already said that. Their comments are crazy. They're killing these videos. They're killing, before you even get it off the ground, they're already killing it. But Timbaland, okay, he's all in the video. Arms folded. He's like doing his Timbo thing. Guy, you're not that guy no more. We're looking at you sideways. Things have changed, gang. I'm going to leave it at that. CLBMG. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They ship all over the continental U.S. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live on the What Show. Tap in. We will be discussing this, gang. I'm going to catch you on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking, and all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pats fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share, tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location, tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here, we ain't the cheese, we the trap.